Hello student friends, myself Dr. Yahya Khan back with another part of the plant study, that is the plant morphology. It is the external study of plant. It is the basic study of the plant parts. So morphology, it is nothing but it is the physical form or external structure of the plant, and these external structure are been helpful to understand the plant function, plant habit, and how it has been grow. It helps is also recognized to plant families, and these consisting plants within a certain plant family typically share a suite of morphological characteristics. Means when they are comprising in the family, when we take the example of two plants, when they are coming in a same family, so they are consisting some same morphological or the external structures or the external characters, so that they have been put up or responsible, that characters have been responsible to put forward, to put that particular plant into the same family. So that is nothing but the external structure or the external characters that are been present or that has been showed by that particular plant. Next, for example, when we take the example of mint, it is the Lamiaceae family, and in that the special characters, there are 5 special characters. Stems often quadrangular, leaves opposite, simple with aromatic glands, flowers perfect, usually tubular and two-leaf flowers, calyx often enlarged and persistent. Fruit is a drupe type of fruit with 4 schizocarpus with 4 nutlets, schizocarpic fruit in case of Lamiaceae family. See the example in image, the mint family showing the characteristics: 4 stamens, united sepals, mature flower, habit, and the structure, morphological structure. These are the characters, are morphological characters in case of Lamiaceae family. So again, the plant morphology consisting the habit. That habit may be woody, herbaceous, and suffrutescent. Means herbaceous, that developing a woody base, herbaceous non-woody, woody में tree, shrub and subshrub. So these are coming in the morphological. In other words, is it tree, herb, shrub? So keep in mind that when a vine may be herbaceous, woody or suffrutescent, means it may be mostly herbaceous but developing in a woody base. Base is the woody, but another part it is the herbaceous. So these types of plants are being called as suffrutescent. Plant morphology, another continued with a form, branching pattern, size, season, and hardness. The form may be upright, sprawling, rosette, trailing, prostrate. Branching pattern, unbranched, well branched, branching near base. Trunk, single trunk, branched crown. The crown are being produced. Size, height. In size there is a height or width. Seasonality, it may be woody, herbaceous. In woody, that particular seasonality is deciduous, evergreen, or briefly deciduous. In herbaceous, annual, perennial, biennial. So these are the seasons of the plant. So in that case, we can identify that particular morphological characters. Then, particular plant consisting root, stems, leaves, flower, fruits. These are the parts of the plant. In case of roots, the function of the root, as we know, the basic absorption of water and minerals. Second, anchoring plant in a place. In a place, anchor, there is a plant has been fixed. Conduction of water and minerals, and move up forward, transportation, xylem and sugar. Water in the form of water has been moved with the help of xylem cells, and sugar that moves via phloem. And these roots are also been storage of water and carbohydrates, the conduction of the nutrient and water material for the plant. This is a function of roots. Root morphology: primary root, it is a taproot. Secondary root, it is fibrous root. Adventitious root arise from stem or other part of the plant, not from the root. And root hairs, these are tiny outgrowths that absorb the water. So it is called as a main absorption work. It is done by root hairs in case of plant morphology. See the primary root and the secondary root. The main root, it is the primary, and the branching that is coming the lateral side, that is the secondary root. Adventitious root, the example, stem and adventitious roots spreading, and the lower roots are being called as, in showing the diagram, in second diagram, it is in the form of adventitious roots. See the fibrous roots, the structure of fibrous roots, tap roots in case of the right hand side, the diagram. The trees, see the trees, small absorbing roots, sinker roots, tap roots, and there is a lateral roots. Lateral roots also consisting small absorbing roots. So these are been helpful in the absorption of nutrient water material. Another part of the plant, that is a stem, and in that stem, it consisting the function of the stem, it is nothing but it is conduction via xylem and phloem, support, mechanical support to elevate the leaves, flower, fruits, storage. In some stems, they also role play in photosynthesis. In case of cacti species, gas exchange in the form of lenticels that are present on the upper surface of the stem, and plant defense in case of thorns. These are present on the stem. In case of acacia, the plant defense thorns are being synthesized. So these are nothing but it is about the stem. In case of stem morphology, the stem morphology includes nodes and buds. The nodes, the point where the leaf are been attached, and space between the nodes is been called as internode. Buds, these are the growing points. Terminal buds at the apex of the stem, lateral buds at the base of the leaves. Adventitious buds may develop on the injured stem. See, in case of terminal buds, the apical buds that we can call as apex of the stem, on the topmost portion, these are called terminal buds. Lateral buds where the branching are been took place. Then adventitious buds, when the injury has been took place to the stem, so that particular adventitious buds may develop. Inside the stem, what is the anatomical structure of this stem includes? So these anatomical structure consisting phloem, xylem. Phloem conducts the photosynthetic product bidirectionally, means from top to bottom and bottom to top. It is called bidirectional position. Then xylem conducts the water minerals unidirectionally. Only single direction transportation and conduction of xylem from roots to entire plant. It is a single direction. It absorbs from the root, conduct in the root, and transport it to the another part of the plant. Then both of these tissues are produced by the vascular cambium. These both are the cells are being produced by vascular cambium. Stem types. See the types of the stem: crown, simple, branch, climbing, creeping, rhizome, stolons, and acaulescent, means no stem. So these are the types of the stem. In the image you can see some example of these stems: above the ground, below the ground, stolons are above the ground, stoloniferous, and rhizome below the ground. Stem modification. What are the modification in the stem? For climbing, twinning and tendrils are being synthesized, and these may derive from stem, leaf or leaflets inflorescence. Position of tendril gives clue to origin. means the origin of plant we can identify it, gives a clue the when a particular when we have to identify the origin of that particular plant. So from the tendrils we can identify it. Tendrils may be cleaved, twining, and adhesive discs. Then rhizome, tuber, and the corms. Stem tubers, potato. Corms, cocoyam. So these are beet example of that. So I think so this one is sufficient for the morphology of stem.